So you are searching for a wood light design to use in your house, in your room, in your studio, in your living room, but you don't know which ones to purchase. I have here the Nanoleaf Wood Elements. What is my thoughts about this product? If you want to know everything about this, stay tuned after the intro. Hi everyone, Marcus here from EdTech, and if you love tech and if you love discounts, this is a place for you because everything that I bring to you guys here on the channel have links on the description below, and this one is not an exception because we are talking once again about Nanoleaf like we've done last week, and last week we've talked about the lights that are behind me, the Nanoleaf lines. And really soon we'll talk about the Nanoleaf bulbs that, man, if you are searching for bulbs, you need to stay around until next week because we'll be talking about those ones and why those bulbs are at the minute my favorite smart bulbs if you also want something with matter. But today we are going to talk about the Nanoleaf wood. Inside this box you'll find 7 panels of fake wood. So basically this is like a plastic material, but you have like a feeling. So when you pass your hand, you can feel like the pattern that is in there. I was not expecting that the pattern on those 7 panels will be all different. So that is not a panel that is similar to another. So definitely a plus, because when we talk about wood, you will not expect to find that same pattern in another piece of wood, yeah? If you think about these small details, that's why you pay the price. You can do in the way that you want, but I try to match all the lines of those patterns to be at the same direction, if it makes sense, but you can align and you can do whatever you want. When you attach the first panel, and obviously it's not in here because I have installed on my room, but for sure I'm showing you some image, but when you finish to install the first panel is basically rotating in all different directions. So what you need to do is you need to attach the next one, and when after you put those small bits that they are going to connect between one to another, they are going to be stiff and they will not go anywhere. So definitely a plus. Something that I really like is once again how easy it is to install their products. It was the same for the Nanoleaf lines. It was super easy to install and to start seeing the design on the phone, and we'll talk about that again in a second. But obviously if you saw my other video about the Nanoleaf lines, is going to be very similar at that point. So you can have a more yellow look or you can have a more white look, and you can download the designs that you want, and they are endless. And obviously here the only disadvantage is, since it's not an RGB and majority of the designs that you'll see there, they are RGB, they will not work in the same way. So you not really understand just by looking to it what is going to be the end result. So that's a downside that I'll say about the wood ones, because obviously when we talk about Nanoleaf, everything is colors, everything is LED, and here it doesn't work in the same way. One thing that maybe can disappoint you a bit is on the corners. You'll see that they are slightly darker on the corners of the hexagon, something that for me it doesn't bother me whatsoever, because the way that I like to have it set it up, it's always like changing slightly and it turns off and it reappears. But it's just to let you know that you'll notice that. But I like that we can see more modes that they are related with the wood ones and not in general, because it's harder to find something that you'll be fully pleased because you don't know what is going to be the end result. Also, like the Nanoleaf lines, you have NFC. When you go next to where you are charging, is you just come closer with your phone and you have NFC, and you can easily connect to your phone and is working. Also, you can connect this to any platform that you want. But this product have something that I was not expecting. One of the big reasons why I love this one, and I love all of them. That's the problem with Nanoleaf, is that is not one product that I have from them that I don't like it a lot. All of them I like in a different way. For me, that I have anxiety and I have a lot of stress many times because of my life, because of 2 jobs, etc. I love the Nanoleaf Wood Elements, and the big reason for it is I have it installed on top of my bed. I like to do my meditations and stuff, and that light relaxes me. I can stay looking to it for hours. Like I said, they have different patterns and things happens in a different way. That's also something that I really like. It's not like a pattern that when you finish, you'll come back to the beginning. It's always changing in a certain way. It's almost like if you were using your iPhone, and if you have an iPhone, you understand, and you can put, like, for example, rain. This rain is always changing no matter how long you are hearing this. So in other words, when you are using this, the pattern is not repetitive. You never know what is going to happen after. Obviously, if you have one that is just changing from one color to another and you have a movement like it happens to the lines, yes, it's going to end up. But here, because I have one that is always changing from yellow finish to white finish, and it will turn on and turn off, and it will be brighter or slightly darker, if it makes sense, I can predict which one is going to turn on and turn off. So definitely something that I like, and I like to stay looking to the Nanoleaf Wood Elements for a long period of time. But let's talk about something that I was expecting was slightly different, and is the remote. Yes, the remote have the same pattern that you have in here. It seems that it's in wood, even if it's not. But if you have your hexagons all turned on, the remote is turned off. So it looks a bit odd in my opinion, but you get used to it, and to be honest, I don't think that Nanoleaf could do in a different way, because to turn on they will see the circuits on the background, if it makes sense. But when you press it on the different types of buttons that you have in there, they will light up. So maybe what they could do is they could do that the remote options in there, they'll be light up, and in that case, even if it's all dark in future generations, obviously, maybe it will not be so upsetting to see like a small rectangle that is very dark, if it makes sense. Another thing that I really like, and I think that is step aside this product from, for example, the lines that I have here, is the fact that you can program stuff into each hexagon. So you can give 3 orders per hexagon, 21 tasks that you can put it on this one, so it can go completely crazy. But in my case, it's a very simple one. On my storage, sometimes if I'm on the room, I want to change the storage lights to blue, so it gives a different vibe if you go around, or I forgot a light on, I can just stay with my hand pressing a long press. So basically you have 1 touch, 2 touch, or long press, and in that case you can give different orders. Imagine you go to bed and you want to turn on your alarm. If they are all obviously possible to connect with each other's, you'll be able to do that directly through that panel. Or imagine you press and some music starts, or whatever you want to program with this, you'll be able to do. And that makes that these panels that you have on your room, on the living room, on the entrance of your house, wherever you want, is like an extension of the smart system of your house. That makes this product looks even more special. In a certain way, in my opinion, brings the price down. That sometimes maybe if you look to the Nanoleaf lines, it can be like, oh, this is really steep for what he do. But here you are having like a smart feature that products like the Nanoleaf lines will not deliver to you. Obviously in look is completely different. I love this one here, but I love this one on my room, because like I said before, it relaxes me. And that doesn't really happen when I'm looking to this one. I really like it, and I can also spend a lot of time looking to it, but it's a completely different vibe and a completely different mood that it gives to me. So do I recommend to purchase the Nanoleaf Wood Elements? And I have to say to you guys that yes, I think that for the price is incredible. You can also buy some extensions, so if you want even more panels, you can put them all together, just connected with one plug, so definitely a plus. Something that doesn't happen with other lights, you need to plug more than one, but here definitely that's not a problem, and that's not an issue. And I think that is not expensive because of the smart features that you have in here. I love this one. I think it works really well in a room or in a living room. In a space like a gaming setup, I don't think is the right one, depending if you have something that is more minimalist or is more connected with nature, yes, but normally gamers will go more for a look like the Nanoleaf lines that you have here on the back. Let me know in the comments below which ones you prefer. For example, the Nanoleaf lines that I have showed you guys last week, and if you don't have seen, definitely check that video, or if you prefer the Nanoleaf woods. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave in the comments below. My name is Marco, this is MedPack. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, smash the thumbs up, do whatever you want, but always with a smile on your face, and I hope to see you in the next one.